Hey guys, it's BT's dad, Pops here, Two School Sports, going live talking about the results that happened with the Jaime Munguia and Spike O'Sullivan fight, as well as the Jesse Hart versus Joe Smith fight, which actually was pretty good. Both fights I liked, both undercards. Both fights were very good for me. I enjoyed them both, and I actually had a great time, you know, doing it. So um, I enjoy myself. I enjoy myself a lot, and I just wanted to go ahead and give you a review of the fights that and the card of the fights plus on the card. Before I go on, I just want to say you got the Fighting Mad t-shirts behind me, Holyfield right there. You see it, and then on this side you have, you know who it is, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. At the same time, you can subscribe, super chat, tell me what city, what state you're from, and we'll continue this discussion about boxing. So, without further ado, let's go on. The fight that was very intriguing to me was actually the Jesse Hart and Joe Smith fight. Jesse Hart came in talking like a lot of junk prior to the fight. He came out saying that I'm the better boxer, which he was better. He was actually highly ranked. I think by WBA and WBO, more higher ranked than Joe Smith. But he was just like, oh, I just came to fight you just for the simple fact that I need to go ahead and make make things right for what you did to my the Hall of Famer Bernard Hopkins, executioner from Philadelphia. You actually came out and you knocked them out cold and you did what you had to do. But I'm here. I came only to come see you in your weight just to fight you, according to Jesse Hart. Well, let me tell you, as the fight went on, from the start, you knew that Joe Smith had a very very good plan, and he executed right to the T. And Jesse Hart thought that even though he was the skilled and better boxer, he actually didn't come out and show those skills. From the get go, Joe Beefy Smith came in and started pressuring him pressuring all day, all night long through the ring. And actually, Jesse Hart had no answer to Joe Smith and the beating that he put on Jesse Hart. That eventually, I think it was in the seventh round, Joe Smith knocked him down and got back up. But Jesse Hart got back up. But you know what? Kudos to Joe Smith. He pressured him all night, did what he had to do. Very ashamed for Philadelphia fans that actually follow Jesse Hart and thought he was going to do something and he didn't do nothing. He folded, just like Joe Smith did to burn the Hall of Famer. No disrespect, just putting it the way I saw it. Um, I'm glad Joe Smith. This is like the second time in 3 years that Joe Smith is actually from Long Island, New York, has put down two formidable opponents from Philadelphia. That Formidable opponents from Philadelphia, and that they were supposed to be favored to beat him. But as you can see, he proved them wrong. He proved them wrong last night, and now that he's got that WBO belt, intercontinental belt, he got it now opens the door for him. Who knows who's going to fight for a bigger title fight that he has? So I'm kind of happy about that. Now yo estoy vivo. Yeah, so that opens up the door for Joe Smith for sure. And I mean, he hasn't fought in a while himself, but he came out here and he showed himself out and showed out. So I'm kind of hoping that he gets a chance with fighting Storm Alvarez for the vacant vacant light heavyweight title that was left by Canelo, because now it opens the door for him. So yes, sir. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy for him. I'm happy with what he did. Um, he actually after he actually he said, I just want to prove to people that I'm back, and and then I'm getting a title fight that I so sorely deserve. And who not better deserved than Joe Smith? I mean, he was counted out twice by people as far as him when he fought the two Philadelphia fighters. And let me tell you, he didn't, he didn't fall short. So I'm really happy for him. For all you all that are here, please hit that like button, subscribe. You know what I mean? It's a new year. So, like I said, Joe Smith dropped an outpoint to Jesse Hart, and it just goes to show you that anything can happen if you just go ahead and put your time in the ring and off in the gym and get it done. For me, I just thought that Jesse Hart, was talking too much jive, and it didn't pay off for him at all. And hopefully, it'll be a humbling lesson for him also. Then another fight that I seen was Hector Garcia, and I love this. Another fight that I really liked a lot was Hector Garcia, who was pretty good. Another lightweight that's pretty good with a great good record. He actually he humbled, and I'm glad he did. He humbled undefeated prospect lightweight Joseph Bless Hands Adorno. To me, I didn't like how he came in the ring, showing off and doing this and doing that. And he was more showboating than anything else, and it cost him this fight, and all he got was a split draw. So hopefully he learned from that, and he can go forward and do better for himself, and for everybody else. His brother actually fared pretty well. Jeremy O'Donnell was also on the card, and he actually came out and he won and improved his record to 4-0. So I was happy about that. I mean, the other brother didn't impress me at all, but this guy was very humble, and I really like him for what he did. Also, another guy that I like from Davie, Florida, as you all guys know, the prospect in the welterweight division, Alexander Zayas. He improved to 3-0. He got a unanimous decision by defeating Corey Champion, who was supposedly an MMA or UFC fighter also besides boxing. And it was the first time that Zayas got an actual unanimous decision, but it's part of growing. Everything's not always a knockout, and it's just going to make him a better fighter, as far as if you ask me, when it comes to that. There was also in that card, there was also Hector El Finito Tanahara Jr. He defended his U.S. NBC lightweight title against Juan Carlos Burgos, and he did it in style. And then you had Joshua Franco defeated Jose Burgos, and he got a TKO in the 9th round of the super flight weight match. And there was another fight, Travo Black Magic Mazon stopped Fernando Castaneda for the NABF Super Welterweight title, and he stopped it by a first round stop, so that was good. There was also another young fighter that I really like a lot, and this guy was the teen sensation cruiserweight Tristan Sweet T. Calgruth. He stopped his opponent, Blake Lacaze, in the first round. And this guy, he's a big heavyweight cruiserweight that actually everybody's looking forward for him to do a lot. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Just talking a little boxing, just going through what happened yesterday with the Jaime Munguia fight and the Spike O'Sullivan fight, and the undercards that were going on. So if you guys have anything to say, join in. Tell me what city you from, and thank you just for being here. Give a like for all of you that are here. I really appreciate it. What's up, guys? So yeah, and then also in the Jaime Munguia fight, Spike O'Sullivan fight. From the last two fights I've seen, Jaime Munguia, he really didn't impress me a lot, especially when he lost to Hogan. But this new weight that he's in right now, I think is good for him. The middleweight that he's in right now is good for him. To me, he was more a live fighter. He was very action through his punches. Used to jab a lot. I think one thing I might caution, he might have to use is defense a little bit more better. They have to work on. But all in all, I was really impressed with that. I mean, he stopped Spike O'Sullivan, who I thought was a decent opponent for him to come in to this new weight class, and he stopped him in the 11th round. So I'm happy for him. He showed me a lot in this weight, and I hope to see more from him. Yeah, just talking boxing like I was telling you guys. So yeah, so I'm very happy about that, and I can see him in the middleweight, making some noise in there once he gets a little bit more on his defense. He also oh, you're playing Call of Duty. There you go. There you go. What are you using for what are you using for your weapons? I can just imagine. Yeah, so he actually stopped Spike O'Sullivan. So even Spike O'Sullivan was good sportsmanship and say, hey, he beat me and I have to move on. And I learned from that. It wasn't my night tonight. But I mean, what's funny is after the fight, they asked Jaime Munguia who he wanted to fight. Um, on the middleweight division, he called out Jamal Charlo. He called Canelo. He called GGG. But he never mentioned Boo Boo. Andre, and let me tell you, that'd be a good fight right there, man. If they get into it, that'd be a great fight for him. So yeah. Oh, using AK-47. Okay, that's a lot better than the M16, I guess. Are you winning? What's your mission? Because my mission is to talk boxing. So yeah, so like I was saying, that's what he wants to do next. So I really like him in this weight, and I think he's gonna go far. So I'm very happy for what I've seen from Jaime Munguia. But he's going to get challenged from all the middleweights that are sitting there waiting for him. Then in the women's side, there was Alejandra La Tigre Jimenez, and she actually defeated Frenchin Cruz Zern, who was a WBC and WBO super middleweight titles. She lost him last night to Alejandra Jimenez, and now that she has the belts, Jimenez wants to fight Clarissa Shields. So kudos to her. She's not playing around. She's trying to get all the smoke she can get. So I'm happy for that. See if you guys have any comments in here, let me know. That's what I'm talking about. You go ahead and play. You're gonna be a ranger, a special forces, whatever you want to be, Brian. It's all good. Yeah. So I mean. What's good about the Joe Smith and Jesse Hart fight, because there's a vacancy there. January 18th, Storm Alvarez, who previously fought Kovalev twice, beat him one time and lost one time. It could possibly be Joe Smith and Storm Alvarez, for the vacant light heavyweight title, and that Canelo left behind. So that wouldn't be a bad fight to start with, I would love to see that and go from there and see what could happen of that. There's a lot of heavyweight stuff going on. So, I mean, I would love to see how the lightweight division is gonna form now. But I look for a lot from Smith. I like to see Bivol and all the other fighters that are there. You got Bivol, Bibidov. I mean, that are waiting for to get their hands on the big fight. So let's see what happens, So I can't wait for that. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So I can't wait for the lightweight. Another news. You have Danny Garcia's fighting. I think in February. You also got the Matchroom card also coming up. So I mean, it's a lot of things going on. No, not Brian. Not really, man. I'm tired. I think Mayweather should stay retired and do what he's doing. He's still making money, whether you want to see it or not. He's actually, he's making his money now with the casinos that he's opening up in Japan. He's a very shrewd businessman. He don't need to come back. He's set. And I mean, his father even said he didn't want him to come back. So why should he? On the other hand, I think Canelo needs to step up and start fighting. I think I heard that he was going to fight. He's going to fight maybe Billy Joe Saunders. He's supposed to fight him. So I mean, that'd be good if he stands up to that. Maybe even Boo Andre and all the other fighters that are waiting in line to take him on. I just want him to fight without having any kind of stipulations. And believe me, if he does that, he'll gain people respect. So yeah, so that'd be good for Canelo. Canelo even calling out Billy Joe Sanders and saying that he possibly have a fight with him. Without any stipulation. He would give my respect, but he's got to go ahead and do it without having no kind of dehydration clause and so forth and so forth, as far as that goes. Yeah, so that you got Denny Garcia that's fighting. You also have Storm Alvarez fighting on January 18th. I like to see that. And then you have you got the zone card with Bubo Andre on it, and he's coming down here to Florida on a Super Bowl weekend. So yeah, so there's a lot of things going up in boxing that's going to shape up. I like to see Dylan White get back in the ring and fight the top contenders that he needs to fight to go ahead and make things right. We already know that Deontay Wilder, he's going to fight Tyson Fury February 22nd. So that's another big fight there. That would determine what's going on. Usyk wants to fight. I think he said he wants to fight Joshua in 2020, or he's hoping that he fights him in 2020. So, I mean, no disrespect to him, but I think people need to step up, and he needs to just get in there, fight his first, second fight, and move on from there. Man, that'd be crazy. Ryan Garcia is actually fighting. I forgot who he's supposed to be fighting soon. So I mean, I know he's fighting somebody decent. I can't think of his name. For Fransenka, I think he's fighting. So, and then after that, they're thinking about putting him with O'Hare Linares. So he's gonna get tested either way. But I don't think it's gonna be Canelo. Believe me, Canelo will eat it for breakfast for sure. But Ryan Garcia got his hands full, and then I just heard that Cancillo, who actually beat Machado, the Puerto Rican fighter that I like a lot. He actually signed with a Top Rank. So we'll see what happens. But I think this year is going to be a tough year and a two test for Ryan Garcia, and see where he's really at with the competition stepping up to him. For all that you here, please hit that like button. We're talking boxing. Let me know what you want to talk about here. I just went through both cards, the Munguia card and the Spike O'Sullivan card, and also the uh, Jesse Hart fight with Joe Smith, which is really total embarrassing for the Philadelphia fighter. He should have done better. Even Ward came out and said that. Ward was saying, like, when are you going to get in the middle of the ring, Jesse Hart, and fight, and grind like most Philly fighters do. I think he was very embarrassment for Philadelphia fighters. Yeah, I don't think Battle Rifle. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. I agree with you, man. I don't think Mangia is ready for all that. Yeah, I don't think so. He's only more. He needs to sharpen up a lot of his tools. Even I'm a big fan of GG's, and I think GG's, to me, he's good, but I think he's past his prime, in my own opinion. I mean, but right now, Mangia's not ready for those fights yet. I'll be honest with you, but he did look good yesterday, and yeah, it was Spike O'Sullivan, but you're right about that. I have to agree with you. Yeah, I don't know I don't even know who would they put Munguia against uh in the middleweight. I mean, there's a lot of tough middleweights out there. He wants to fight Charlo, Gigi, and I mean, he wants to fight the big names, but I mean, he's got to get his defense a lot better. He looked good yesterday, but that was Spike O'Sullivan. That wasn't the big dogs or the top contenders in the division. He's just coming in there, but they're gonna have to do a lot of work with him because I don't think he's ready for all the smoke yet. You know. So yeah, so I mean, they have to work on that. As far as Canelo, like I said, Canelo needs. I would like him to fight. Uh, whether it's Bubo Andre, Billy Joe Saunders, all the big names that want him, he needs to go out there and and get it done. You know what I mean? He's got to go out there and literally show the people and show me that I mean he can fight with all these dehydration clauses. That's the only thing that I have about Canelo is that I can't really give him all the credit because he has not fought anybody without having some type of stipulation. And that's all about him. And I don't think anybody is gonna he's got to fight. I want him to fight the big names without having that, and that's my problem with him. I would like to see The I mean, him do that and just go in the ring with whoever. He's got the franchise tag too, so he can go wherever he wants to go. The bottom line is, does he really want to do that and step up? But if you want the respect of me or anybody else, they're gonna tell you the same thing. You need to step up and fight the big dogs and stop making all these stipulations. In the heavyweight division, I think is I mean, the heavyweight division, you got Brazil fighting Konaki. Konaki's his name is. Brazil needs to hopefully not stay with Virgil. Virgil's not going to help him at all. Virgil, the trainer, he's not. To me, he doesn't help anybody. Anybody. He did award, but he's not going to help do anything for Brazil. He didn't do nothing for Brazil in the first in the fight that he had with Deontay. What do you think he's going to do? So I think Brazil needs to go ahead, go to I'm not disrespecting Virgil. I'm just saying he'd be a better trainer than that to give him the help that he needs. And I mean, it's good he's coming back into the ring and he's fighting Konaki, but it's not going to be an easy fight for him. And Pulov, he's supposed to also fight. I don't know which one Josh was. Supposedly Josh was supposed to vacate one. Eventually going to vacate one of the belts because he can't hold them all. And they're waiting to see what's going to happen with Pulov. And I think that's the most likely he's going to fight. I know Usyk wants to fight him also. And then you got Big Baby Miller just signed with Top Rank. I mean, I don't know how what you guys want to take that as far as you want to take it, but Baby Miller to me, he has a lot of question marks. Hopefully, he's learned from his mistakes and he lost out on a big payday fighting Joshua. He could have been the one like Ruiz living life, and now he's got to build his reputation and do the things right. So yeah, so as far as the heavyweight division with that, you got like I said, I want to. I hope by 2020 we can actually see who's actually the top dog in the heavyweight division, and they fight each other, and everybody gets the mandatories out the way. I like to still see Deontay Wilder come out and fight Joshua and make that fight happen. Whether it's Joshua or him, just get it done. People want to see it. So I mean, there's a lot of fighters out there that are waiting. I mean, they're waiting in the wings, and a lot of young fighters also. So, I mean, what else can I say? Middleweight division is tough already. You already know the welterweight. The welterweight division got to get going. I think that in the welterweight division, I think Brock Crawford should gain his respect, and everybody from the PBC will go out there and fight T-Bud and let him know what's going on. Ramirez, now Taylor with the top rank. Also, he's also in the mix now. He's also fighting in this stable, so something's gonna happen. Whatever it's gonna be, it's got to get going. I think. I like to see who's in all the divisions, who's going to be who's going to be the top dog in it, and then you have Chocolatito Gonzalez fighting. I'm so happy he's coming back. He's getting a title shot against the recently interviewed fighter from the UK by BT Eurofy. So I mean that's great too. So I mean you're going to. I like to see that for Chocolatito. I think he did great in the heavyweight. I mean in the lightweight divisions. He dominated them for so many years, and I mean you can't take that away from him. And then you got Teofimo and Lomachenko. That's going to be a great fight. I think that's when Teofimo is going to get a humbling pie, and he's going to find out that hey, I mean not the Teofimo. Lomachenko's going to humble the pie from Teofimo, and he's going to find out real quick that you play with the wrong one. You didn't want to give me a chance, but I'm going to take my chance and take you out. So that, and you got David Haney. Haney's another one I like. And Tank Davis needs to wake up too. Mayweather production, LB needs to wake up and stop saying that he's the pay-per-view superstar. I don't think he really is, to be honest with you. Tank Davis didn't show me a lot from the last fight. He fought Gamboa, a 10-year-old veteran. He looked winded after the sixth round. All that partying and all that partying and all that boozing with Adrian Broner and whoever else you were, Broner or whoever you were, it's not good. It's not good at all. And you're going to find out that Tank Davis, if he doesn't get his discipline together, it's going to hurt him in the end. And if he doesn't stop fighting the real deal, the real fight is definitely going to be hurting him a lot. So he better get ready because the fire is coming for him. And I was thinking about Marky Garcia. Marky Garcia was saying that, that he could be legitimate in the welterweight division. Well, we'll find out. Right now, you got to fight Jesse Vargas. I mean, to me, it's just another Mexican fight. I'm not really so hyped about that, but hopefully it's like a tune-up for more so for Mikey since he's been out since the last he fought with Spence, and hopefully he can go ahead and beat Jesse Vargas or Vargas beats him, whatever the case may be, and start fighting the contenders if he truly believes that he can make some noise in the welterweight division, and we'll definitely find out. All you guys out here, please hit that like button. Thank you for being here with Two School Sports, talking a little boxing. If you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, I'm here. I just want to talk about it. Let you know what happened in the last two fights, but what the coming fights that are coming up. There's going to be a lot of good fights that is going to happen. You got Felix Verdejo is going to be on the undercard of the Alvarez Salinas fight. I think that he's fighting in January. So I like that. Verdejo's from Puerto Rico. He's got to show up and do something. Hopefully, he get another title shot soon. And I'm very excited about that. I think Verdejo is trained, got his act together, and he's going to come back and be the way people thought of him when he first came in Puerto Rico, even though he had that devastating loss in the Barclays Center. All you all that are here, like I say, hit that like button. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you want to talk about. Like I say, Jaime Munguia, he's going to have to prove himself in the middleweight division. He looks more comfortable. I don't know where Spike Sullivan, what he's going to do. You also have what's going to happen with Pascal. Jean Pascal, is he's going to I'm just bringing up from some other fighters that I think the lightweight, heavyweight division will be out there. But I think Tank Davis needs to sharpen up his tools, get himself together, and see what's up for him. Because right now he didn't show me nothing. He hasn't shown me anything. And I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think about that? Dubois, that's another heavyweight. That the heavyweight division is Daniel Dubois. The heavyweight division needs to wake up and see him. What do you guys think about that fight with him and George going at it? Who do you guys got in that fight? That's going to be a good fight. I mean, I'm telling you right now, Dubois is coming into his own, so it won't be long before we see more of him, and we're going to hear more of him. And most likely he'll come to America, do the same thing. What's going on, LA12? How you doing, man? How's everything? Hugo Andre a killer? I got Andre. I'm gonna take Andre. Nobody seems to want to fight Andre, so I got Boo Andre. I think he can continue to fight this guy. To me, it's just I'll be honest with you. I just think it's just a tune-up fight for him. And I'm gonna tell you right now, until all the big names step up and fight him, Canelo, Bivol, Beautiful, whatever his name is, all them guys step up for him, then I mean he's gonna keep fighting these other guys. But I got Andre in that fight. I think Andre's been quietly. Nobody, even last night, Munguia didn't call out Andre. He ended up calling Charlo, Canelo, and Gigi. He didn't even mention Andre in his conversation. I mean, there's a reason why they're still avoiding this guy, and it's just like Boo Boo said, fight me in my prime. Don't wait until I'm all gassed out and everything, and let's see what's up. But it's Canelo or any other challenges. Oh, LA 12. I like that one, man. I like that one. You know what? I'll take Joe Joyce. I'm gonna take Joe Joyce on that one. Big baby. He's got a lot to prove to me and to himself. He just recently signed with Top Rank, and everybody's gonna call him a drug cheat. So he's got to prove himself, and he blew it for himself. So he has to work himself up to gain my respect. But I got Joe Joyce on that one. I just think he's in better shape. I think LA 12. I think he's just in better shape than Miller. I think people always don't count Joe Joyce out, and he comes through every time. So for me, Big Baby got to do something. I don't know where Top Rank's going to put him with, who they're going to fight him with, but I mean he's gone from a great promoter that I really respected on Eddie Hearns to then he had Salida Promotions, and then now he's with Top Rank. He needs to get it straight. And he's got to stop with himself. And cheating is not the way to go. You guys that are here, please hit that like button, like you hit New Year's when they rung in the New Year. Super chat. If you want, you got Fighting Mad T-shirts. One right there, Evander Holyfield. Then you got Deontay Wilder on the other side. So that'd be great. But yeah, man, like I said, Joe Joyce. People don't discredit him, but he's actually he wants the big fights. Believe it or not. So LA 12, whether he's ready for him or not, I think that JoJo, I mean, that's good. JoJo's coming in there and doing things, but Big Baby Miller got to do something. I don't know what they're going to do with him, who they're going to put him with, to be honest with you. He's got to come out and prove himself, and, he got not to himself, just for everybody else. I don't think Eddie Hearns wants him anymore. So it's up to him what he wants. But like I said, I got Joe Joyce. I think Joe Joyce going to be good. I tell you right now, Joe Joyce fighting Dubois. Dubois going to tear him up. I like Joe Joyce. He's tough, but Joe Joyce is gonna what I'm saying, blow him up. Oh wow, Munguia with Sulaki. Good question on that one. You got that one right there. Sulaki's good, but I think he's good and he's been around. But I like Munguia. I'm just going with my feeling right now. Munguia. The only thing I say, Munguia just got to learn his defense, and do better, protecting himself and jabbing like he did last night. He looked good throwing that jab and everything. He looked like a live fighter last night. So I'm very happy for him. But I would take Munguia in that one. I know Brendan was here. Brendan would have told me right now. BT would have told me no. He still needs a couple more fights and he needs to get more. If he's not ready for GG like what we were talking earlier, GG or Charlo, then he's definitely not ready for Sulaki. He's just got to get some more experience on his belt and more of his defense, like I said. I mean, because he's still a young cat. He's still young. He's still learning. He just moved from one with junior middleweight to this weight right here. Middleweight. I mean, there's no them guys are rough right there in the middleweight division. So it's not like you can just sit back and wait for them. You know what I mean? I mean, so yeah. So yeah, so I could see that. I could see Dubois having a big year this year in the heavyweight division. I think his time is coming up. He's gonna do good. Anthony Josh, we already know he's got the 3 belts. Oh my God, let me tell you about that one. LA 12. Now to that one. Billy Joe was Colin Smith. Shit, Colin Smith is a piece of crap. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm still angry about the Ryder and Colin Smith fight. Ryder should be wearing those belts, not Colin Smith. Billy Joe will tear a new know what in him because to me, he's weak and he showed me nothing from the Ryder fight. So I just see that like he's just building up a name, and Eddie Hearns just to get a big money fight with Canelo. And let me tell you, he's a piece of crap. He literally got beat by Ryder. I like to see, but it would be nice. We saw Billy Joe. I mean, Billy Joe's supposed to fight Canelo. That's what Canelo was saying. But even Billy Joe against Bubo Andre and the winner fights Canelo or vice versa. And like I said, you still got the other guys. You got Peter Bob, Peter Beef in the light heavyweight, and what's his name? Bivol. And you got Storm Alvarez. And now you got Joe Smith. So there's a lot of fighters out there. But yeah, again, he's getting shopping up with somebody. And no, you're wrong, man. You're wrong. I don't know what fight you were watching. I don't know what fight you were watching, Garth Hancock, but you're gonna tell me that he actually beat Ryder? You gonna tell me that? I got 4 eyes, my brother. My 4 eyes don't lie to me, and Ryder dominated him all over that ring. The shorter guy dominated him all over that ring. So I don't know what you were watching. And for him to come out after the fight and say that he fought him and he did this and he did that, Colin Smith didn't do nothing in that fight, nothing at all. So yeah, I call him a piece of crap. And the judge didn't see it that way. I seen it that way. That fight was not. I don't care how you want to shoot. People want to shoot a quarter and ride on him. Colin Smith, to me, I lost respect for him. Just a hype job. He will get knocked out by any other one in the division. He'll get knocked out. Sorry to tell you. Ryder should have the belts, not him. I think in that's LA 12 is gonna be a great fight. To be honest with you, uh, it's gonna be a trilogy, as you already know. So whoever loses is gonna get a chance to fight the third fight. So, but right now, it's what 1-0 Wilder. But I think Fury's gonna dominate him this second time around, and I believe he'll dominate him again the third time around. The simple fact I say that is Fury already felt his wrath. Fury knows what he's going to bring to the table, and Wilder also knows what Fury's all about. But I just think overall, technical in the weight, the awkward style that Fury has, you can never figure him out. Just the same way, the only thing you can figure out about Wilder is stopping that right hand. You're right about that, but I just think the Fury is a better fighter all the way around. So yeah, so Braun, I mean, not hating on Bronzeweiler because Bronzeweiler got that right hand, but I think Fury. Remember we saw this with Stacey McKinley the other day from the he trained Mike Tyson, Kroenke in the fight with Gamboa, the trainer, and he was saying that he will take Fury over Wilder all day long, and he was saying because Wilder, I mean Fury has learned so much of the old school fighters that and his style is so different that nobody can really plan for it, and it's very awkward. And he says all Wilder got is that right hand, and if you can take that right hand away from him, that he can literally go ahead and get beat. And I think Fury got him figured out. I mean, I'm right. Yeah, Gary Hank, you might be right what you're saying. I'm just angry right now. That fight to this day. I'm still upset about that fight, and I just didn't like the response that the Colin Smith's team and manager came out and said, and just made it sound like that he fought a great fight when he did it. So I guess I let my emotions go, but I totally agree with you. He might not be as bad as he is, but I just don't think from that what he showed me, he can't you can't justify that he actually fought a great fight. Wow, I don't know, but I haven't I heard that yet, LA 12. But if that's true, whatever. Right now, you gotta understand, Bubo Andre's been sitting on the shelf for the longest until he came to the zone. So he's taking on everybody. He doesn't care right now. He wants to make a name for himself and do it the right way. So if that's what he want to do and take a shot on that, so be it. Yeah, with Billy Joe, you just don't know. What's. I mean, the last fight I heard it wasn't that exciting. Uh, but you know what you're going to get until you get to the ring. But I guarantee you, if it was a Canelo fight, Bubo Andre fight, he'll get up for those fights. I believe so. For all you guys out here, please hit that like button, subscribe, super chat, Fighting Mad t-shirts. I appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, LA 12. That's recently they've been saying recently that's who Canelo's thinking about fighting next. I think after Cinco whatever Mayo, I think he wants to fight Billy Joe. That'd be great. I mean, only thing I ask is that he doesn't go ahead and put any kind of dehydration or any kind of clause to that. I mean, just fight the guy for what you want to fight him for and see what you got. Like I said, I would put Billy Joe and Andre together. I'll be honest with you. That's what I would do. I would put Billy Joe, Bubo Andre. The winner of that would fight Canelo. That's what I would do. LA 12, you right. David Lemieux with Munguia. I'll be honest with you. I think David Lemieux will destroy him. I just think that Munguia doesn't have the experience yet, and Lemieux will beat him. I think he will beat him. I mean, I know Spike O'Sullivan lost to him, and so forth. And Lemieux has he's had some good fights also that he's lost also. But I mean, I think he would beat at this stage. I think he would beat Munguia for sure. At this point, I don't. He's in the middleweight division. He actually called out some big names. He just forgot Bubo Andre. I don't think he's ready for the middleweight right now. That would be decent for him. Offhand, I can't think one of them. Maybe give me your idea who you think he should fight in the middleweight. Because right now I don't have an idea, but I don't think it should be the top of dogs right now. He's not ready for that. Yeah, he's still young. Munguia's still young, so I mean, I think as time goes on, he's gonna get better. His defense got to get a lot better. Last night he was jabbing good with the jab, I mean, that's what I want to see from somebody young. Establish that jab from the get go and go from there. I don't think McGee should fight Charlo. Uh, I don't think he should fight Andre, of course. None of these guys right now. That you know what, LH, I was gonna say that, but I'm not sure. But Gabe Rosado, that would be an interesting match. Even though McGill probably people say he's got more power than Gabe, but you got to put respect in Gabe's name. I for a long time I didn't put a lot of respect into Gabe Rosado's name, but then I look at his resume. I see who he's fight, how many title shots he's had. I mean, just recently he had a scuffle with not really a scuffle, but with Jacobs. So I mean, this guy's a tough cat from Philly, Puerto Rican also. So that would be, I mean, that'd be a good fight. I think that'd be a good fight. Yeah, Hank, I think that'd be a good idea if like I say, if Bubo Andre and Billy Joe Sanders fought, and then the winner fought Canelo. I'm glad you agree with me on that one. Luis Arias, I don't know much about him, his name right now. But I mean, whatever, whatever got to do, you just step up and for the big names. I mean, Jacobs is out there. Jacobs ain't gonna fight nobody unless they pay him. I really want to see Jacobs fight Charlo. I don't know. That's been on me in my mind for like the longest time, man. I want him to fight one of the Charlos. You know, Daniel Jacobs. I don't know if he'll do it, but I mean, the Charlos don't know what they want to do. My son was telling me at one time that the Charlos turned down 7 million to fight. I think it was Jacobs. So I mean, that's crazy. I mean, but Jacobs is there. I mean, put him out there. I mean, there's a lot of good fighters out there. But Munguia right now, he just got into the middleweight. I think he should just fight. You know, get his defense a lot better. I think he just changed trainers also. So yeah, I think right now he's super, but I think he can come down to middleweight if he wanted to. To be honest with you, so I mean, and if the money was right, and the name was right, he'll do it. Why not? You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. He moved to super middleweight, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he can come down if the money was right. He'll come down to middleweight. Why not? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think he'll fight Munguia. Well, how much money Munguia's gonna bring to him unless they're fighting like they did in Texas or Los Angeles, where there's a big Mexican crowd or backing. I mean, because Jacob's not gonna fight just for a little bit of money, like he told Gabe. I'm not gonna just fight you for a little bit of money. I think he'd do good. I think he actually he would do good. But right now, with Rock Williams, Julian Rock Williams, I think that I hope that Jamel fights him. Jamel Charlo fights him. That'd be great. And I will take Williams over Jamel. I would definitely take Julie Williams. I like Sweet Jared Hurd too, man. I know he's not in the same weight class, but I like he's middleweight. I like Sweet Jared Hurd. I like Eris Lara, the Cuban guy. I like him too. So his name. I'm taking if that LA 12 that was to happen. I'll take the Japanese guy. Japanese will tear his ass up. I'm telling you, uh, Munguia's not ready for that right now. Munguia's not ready for that right now. I don't think so. I think the Japanese will send him right back to his country with a knockout. I'm not going to say that, but the Japanese is very. What I hear and what I read about the Murata is that he's a very active fighter. He throws a lot of punches, and I mean his power's not that great, even though he got a knock on his last fight. But he's very active with his fighting and everything. He's very quick. Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, Jamal with Rock Williams, if he doesn't want to fight Harrison to give Harrison a rematch fight, then I think he should go ahead and go up and fight. Which like I told you, if Boundless to get step up and fight Rock Williams, because I think Rock Williams got a fight coming up too. But I mean, Rock, I like Sweet. I think Hurd's gonna get into the contention sooner or later. He's coming back to fight, so I like Sweet Jerry Hurd. No, he's not actually. To be honest, I like 12. Uh, when I was reading about Murata, he's a big star in Japan. He's not big here right now, of course. But if anybody wants to make big money, have the fight in Japan. He's very popular in Japan. So yeah, you're right about what you're saying. He's not that popular here in the U.S. But if somebody wants to make the big money, go to Japan and fight him. Rob Band just got beat not too long ago by wasn't it? But Murata, I think beat him. Rob Band versus Munguia. I would probably still take Robin. I'm telling you, I'm taking the experience over the young buck. I mean, he fought good yesterday. Brand is a good fighter, so yeah. That might help. That'd be good for Magia for him to get better at it and it'd be like a tune-up fight or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that'd be great also for him. I just think he needs a. I think he just changed trainers and uh, he just needs to do better with his defense. That's one thing they were bringing out in the telecast, and I can see that he drops his hands too much. But yesterday was smart. He jabbed and he came and he threw a lot of combinations. Yeah, but I would like to see Rock Williams fight him. I would like to see a rematch with. I would even like to see a rematch. To be honest with you, with Sweet Jerry Hurd just fighting Average Lara again. Red no belts. I like that was a great fight too. Thurman, I haven't heard much from him. Matter of fact, me and my son was talking about that in the live yesterday or the day before. We were talking about that Thurman. That Thurman's gained some weight, but Thurman in the welterweight. I don't know who's gonna fight. He needs just to step up and fight somebody. To be honest with you, and all them welterweights that are in the PVT, they're all on the shelf, man. I don't know what they're waiting for. I mean, he needs to come out and fight. And I know he wants a big money fight. Uh, so I like to see him fight somebody. You think so, LA 12? Or even Granada's still upset about when he lost his last fight. I mean, and then again, Thurman right now, if he fights Granados, I like Granados. He's a blue collar fighter and he's tough and everything, but he always seems to get the wrong end of the stick. So I don't know. I would like to see Thurman step up a little bit more to upper class. You know what I mean? Bigger. I'm not disrespecting Adrian Granados. I just think he should fight more other welterweights that are on a higher level. But I mean, at the same time, let's be fair. Adrian Granados, whoever gets in with Adrian Granados has a long way to go. And guys, don't forget, Amir Mom is back too. Amir Mom is back with Top Rank. He's coming around, and surely by surely, he's gonna get another shot. I think. So I mean, the welterweight division needs to shape up. Ugas is out there. Thurman could fight Ugas. So what? They're the same stable. They can fight each other. You know what I mean? You got Spence. I think Spence definitely is gonna fight. Even a lot of people disagree that he should. People think that he should get a tune-up fight before he fights Crawford or anybody. But I'll be honest with you, Spence and Crawford is definitely gonna happen in 2020, and then from there, Pacquiao already technically. I'm gonna say he called out Spence or Crawford when he put out on Twitter their names. So I mean, Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao got two more fights with PBC, and Eddie Hearns is licking his chops for him or for Canelo to put him on his stable. So yeah, so think about it. So for all you here, please hit that like button, super chat if you want, subscribe to True School Sports, Fighting Math T-shirts. There we do got the bronze bomber right there, and we got the Holyfield shirt over here. Yeah, right there. Yeah. So I mean, support the channel. Thank you for being here with me, talking boxing. If I could do it 24/7, I will. I want to get involved and have two more things with my son. Yeah, like I said, we don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know if Adrian Canelo is going to come back here or stay in Mexico where he's at and, just blow up his record and come back and fight somebody else. I really don't know what's going to happen there, to be honest with you. But, I mean, that'll be a good fight for anybody. Nothing comes easy when you fight Adrian Granados, only when Danny Garcia got to him. Speaking about Danny Garcia, who would you like this guy see him fight? You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of welterweights. All these welterweights got to come up and answer to somebody. I mean, I'd like to see Danny Garcia step up to fight Crawford. He want to fight Pacquiao, but he don't want to fight Crawford. You can't just chase all the money. You can't just chase all the money. Danny Garcia needs to step up. I'll see him with Crawford or anybody else, but he want to fight. He want to go ahead and fight friggin' Crawford. I mean, he wants to go ahead and fight cherry pick and do what he wants to do. But yeah. Yeah, Putazos, how you doing, man? How's everything, man? Yeah, it's so sad, but it's true, man. But I mean, he actually gives the opponents a good fight, and then they're not in for an easy night. Like, it's the only fight they really didn't look good in was against Danny Garcia. You're not lying about that, Gareth Hancock. That'd be a good fight. Danny and Thurman, another rematch would be great. But what I'm saying is that Danny Garcia, all these welterweights wants the big fights with Pacquiao, but nobody wants to fight Crawford. Why don't Jose Ramirez or whoever? I mean, Jose Ramirez doesn't call nobody. But I'm saying, like Danny Garcia wants all these big fights, but he doesn't want to fight Crawford. Step up and fight Crawford, and then go see if you can get Pacquiao or whoever the case may be, or even step up to him. Cherry picking is over. It's 2020. Yeah, I was reading something a few days ago. They actually offered him I don't know if it was a title fight or interim title to be fighting recently. I don't know who it was to be. But yeah, are you saying that you would like to see Danny Garcia fight any of those three fighters? LA 12? Oh man, that'd be a great fight. Ramirez and Taylor. Woo! I'd have to take Ramirez though, and don't forget, Progress is behind. He's looming behind. He wants some of the smoke. Progress wants to want all the smoke. He was watching Taylor closely too. So yeah, but that'd be a great fight. Ramirez fighting out, or even Ramirez and Crawford down the road. So that's what I'm saying. Because Ramirez, I love his style. I like the way he fights. Taylor, he's good too. I'm not saying he's not, but I just think that Ramirez is very aggressive. I think he'll take care of business in him. But like I say, Progress is waiting in the wing for somebody. Ooh, Postal is good, but guess what? I'm still gonna go with my boy Ramirez. I just like Ramirez more. I think Postal is old too. Isn't he? How old is Postal now? He's not a young buck. So yeah, so I mean that'd be good for Ramirez. Ramirez fighting Crawford or fighting the other good fighters out there is better. But I'm really on Danny Garcia because he just picks all these fights and never want to fight big fights. I think recently they offered him 5 million. I forgot 7 million, 5 million to fight somebody, and he wouldn't fight him unless it was 5 million instead of being unless it was $5 million. Please, Danny Garcia, you're making enough money. I respect you. I like you. You're Puerto Rican. But you need to step up your game. You're not just gonna get a free ride to go fight Pacquiao. I'm sorry. So I mean, that you got Ugas in the middle over there in the shelf, just getting dust. I mean, and Ugas been had a great year in 2019, and I look for that Cuban fighter to step up and get better fights as the year goes along. You know, at some point PBC's gonna have to put all their welterweights against each other to determine where they're gonna be and whoever the top dog is besides Pacquiao. Uh, you know, they need to go ahead and fight T Bud. And that's what I'm saying. I just think that the welterweight division is so stacked that it's time to come on out. And I'm kind of glad that Fury came and signed with Top Rank because he's bringing all his fighters, all the UK fighters to Bob Arum, which I'm very happy about. So, by that being said, Taylor's on the stable. Frampton's going to fight Jamal Herring in his country. So, kudos to Frampton to come out there. Jamal Herring for a title shot. You got Inoue Top Rank. What's the what's Bob Arum gonna do about that? I mean, he's got to put him out there too. I'm telling you, Bob's got a beautiful. He got a beautiful young, stable fighters that are young still. PBC needs to do something while they still have the fighters there on the shelf. Oh man, that's a tough fight, but I will take Frampton. I like Frampton. He's a hard nosed fighter. I think that he I just think all the way around he's technically better than Jamal Herring, but I'm not gonna take a lot. I'm not taking that away from Jamal Herring either. But I think Frampton will win that fight. And then you got Josh Warrington. He wants some smoke too. He wants all the smoke too. He's been winning since he beat Lee Selby. Be nice if he comes to the U.S. So yeah, I would take Frampton if Jamal Herring and when they fight, and I think they're fighting soon in I think Belfast. Is that where Frampton's from? So it would be nice to see that happen. Yes, sir. Wow, LA, you throwing a lot. Right now, Farmer and Jojo Diaz. I like Jojo Diaz. He had a couple shots for titles and he blew it. But let me tell you, Farmer's quick and fast. And one thing I will say about Farmers though, not to change the subject, I like to see Farmer fight Tank, and I think that before I wouldn't take Farmer over Tank. But guess what? If Tank Davis and him will fight, I'm taking Farmer. Reason being is Tank is not disciplined enough to go 8 rounds. If Tank would have fought a Gamboa years ago that was more in shape and everything, he would have got destroyed after the 6th round, 7th round. Facts. But as far as what you telling me about Jojo Diaz, I take Jojo Diaz over that. Farmer's got a big head, and there's nothing wrong with being cocky, having being conceited, believing in your abilities. But ever since he's got that belt, his head's gotten bigger and bigger. And I always liked JoJo, and I think JoJo moving up for the weight class he is now, it's actually helping him make him a better fighter. So I would take him, and I think he's got more power than Jamal Herring. Even though I'm a veteran, I support my veterans, but in that fight, I want JoJo to win. I want JoJo Diaz. I think JoJo Diaz got more power, and he's looking for to get a title. Well, so why not take that one away from him? But if Farmer will fight Tank Davis, I would take Farmer over Tank Davis in a heartbeat. Oh man, that farm Leo Santa Cruz versus Farmer. I'm gonna take Farmer. I will take Farmer. I mean, Leo Santa Cruz is supposed to. I think Tank Davis. I think that's who he's calling next to fight after he beat a 10-year-old fighter, 10 years older than him, and I'm not gonna say washed up. Due respect to him because he fought a fight with his life with the way he had that problem, the Cuban fighter. I have respect that, but then he wants to fight. He wants to fight this guy right here, Leo Santa Cruz. When there's better fighters out there, they should be fighting. So when Ella B and him says, "Oh, we're gonna fight him just in a matter of time," well, you're gonna wait until people are past their prime. So yeah, I would take Farmer over Leo Santa Cruz. Even though Leo Santa Cruz is one of the top active fighters that his punch output is out of his mind and he's constantly active, but I just think Farmer will beat him. Just a gut feeling. But I would love to see Farmer fight Tank Davis now. Because Davis didn't show me nothing in the last fight. He was out of breath. And let me tell you, if Davis fights Leo Santa Cruz and he doesn't knock him out in the first 4 rounds or 5 rounds, he's not going to beat Santa Cruz. Because Santa Cruz got that out of the mind punching output. And he comes out forward all the time. And just like Stacey McKinley say, if Gamboa would have been healthy and was 4 years younger, and he would have kept pushing Tank back and fought that way with Tank can't, because Tank can't fight going backwards, I think he would have lost the fight. Nah, LA 12 on that one with Brazil and Povetkin, I'd take Povetkin in a heartbeat. I'd take Povetkin in a heartbeat. He's a beast. He comes into all his fights prepared. He's ready. He's strong. I mean, you see what he did the fight before the last fight. I think he had when he fought what's the tall English guy he fought, Price, put him out in the moon real quick. So I could see him beating Brazil. Brazil is good, but I don't think Brazil can handle him. I mean, I'm glad they put in Dominic Brazil with who is that? I think was it Kolaki? Kolaki, he's gonna fight him at the Barclay Center or whoever it is. But that's good for him because at least he's got the confidence to come back. Because after that devastating knockout by Wilder, I don't think he was ever gonna get up. I'm just gonna say that I think they're gonna use him as what we call it, not a journeyman, like Gabriel Rosado, like that. They're gonna use him in that position. He's gonna be a gatekeeper. I think he hasn't shown me anything yet to like you said, I have to make him think that he's gonna be one of the best because he's not. So yeah, I have to agree. Overrated to an extent. They're making a lot out of him that they shouldn't, and I think that he's just another gatekeeper. I think that's how they're trying to use him. You know. What do you guys think about Andy Reid? I haven't heard nothing about him. His trainer's still waiting word if they're still together or not. You think that Andy Reid just said, forget about it. Do what the hell's up? Oh, my son's got things going on next week, so he's not here right now. I just decided to go on talk a little boxing. He's actually he's on doing stuff for Two School Sports this week. Going through a lot of gyms and stuff, and I have things I got to personally take care of myself, so I couldn't go with him. So he's not here right now. He's out and about doing that. I'm sure he's watching the live. He'll comment on that. Yeah, man. I mean, Andy Reid did it to himself. Like I was reading about his trainer saying that he hasn't heard nothing from Andy Reid since the fight, but he feels that they still in good standing with each other. And I just think that Andy Reid, he's got to find himself first, man. Find himself and find the right team. I don't think it was even the team. I think it was more him. He let it get to his head, and he tried to come back, learn from that, and move on. I mean, I was talking to the Stacey McKinley trainer from the Crown Gym, who actually trained Mike Tyson, worked with rest in peace Emmanuel Stewart, and he was saying that it was a disgrace how Andy Reid actually came back. The second fight was unprepared. He was saying they should even ban him from boxing. That's how angry he was because his point was that Andy Reid didn't follow the same SOP or standard of officer procedure as far as for all the other heavyweight greats that came in for rematches and fought their guts out on the ring. They were disciplined, so it was like an embarrassing. That was disrespect to all the other Hall of Famers. So kudos to Stacey McKinley, and check out my son's interview on Two School Sports with him. You'll love it. Parker was Usyk. Oh my God, I like Usyk though. Parker has been around, but I like Usyk. Even though Usyk is the new sheriff on the block, I'm just going. My God, I'd take Usyk over Parker. Yeah, he just needs a lot of discipline. Like I was telling you, Ruiz needs to get disciplined. A lot of it, sometimes you get around the wrong people that they're not really looking out for the best of you. Because if they were, they wouldn't be out there partying and taking them out. They'd be telling them, get back to the ring. You got a big fight coming up with Joshua. Instead of taking him out to eat pizza and do all this other craziness that he did. So I mean, it's a learning lesson for him, and it's just how bad he really wants it. No, Al the says no heart. For all y'all that are here, guys, hit that like button if you haven't yet. Fighting Matt t-shirts. Behind me, I got the Holyfield over here. And then I got over here the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. And super chat, whatever you want to do, definitely subscribe to the channel. Tell me what city, what state you're from, and I will give you a shout out. Thank you for being here. No heart, AJ. Are you saying that Anthony Joshua has no heart? Is that what you're saying, Aldo Pal? Yeah, I think Parker's gonna have a better year. I think he's come. I forgot. I called out a lot of top of the heavyweights, and he come out and he said that he wants to fight. I forgot who was saying, but I mean, he wants to come out and fight the big guns. So be it. He wants all the fire. So you're saying, Aldo, what do you mean by that? That you didn't like the fight that Anthony Joshua had with Ruiz, the second fight? You thought that was boring? You're right about the you're right about the LA 12. I mean, he's worried about that, but it's going to happen either way. He's going to have to give one of the belts away. They're not going to be there. One of those belts got to go, and he just has to live with that. You know what I mean? You can't. You're not an octopus. You can't fight both fighters at the same time. But as far as Al Lapel, I don't think. I think Anthony Joshua showed a lot of heart. I think Anthony Joshua fought a different style of people didn't think he had it in him. He went out there and jabbed. He did what he had to do to win the fight and get his belts back. That was the name of the game, so he had to do it. So I gotta give respect to him. And further, since Ruiz was not disciplined enough and came overweight, I think he deserved to get the belts. It wasn't his fault that Ruiz came in that way. So yeah, AJ got hard. I think. I mean, it ain't gonna be easy taking those belts away from him. I'll put it that way. And going back to what there was LA 12, what you saying about Eddie Hearns, I totally agree with you. I think, but then I mean, Usyk is but they were trying to when AJ had the mandatories between Pulev and I forgot what the guy was supposed to fight. AJ's team could try to get involved and try to even go through through legal thing laws or whatever to take it to court and fight that Usyk should be one fighting. So at the end of the day, there's no reason why Usyk shouldn't be fighting AJ or any of the other top guns in the zone. Eddie Hearns has the right to do that. So I totally agree with you. They should promote him more. But at the same time, I think Usyk is just being patient and waiting his time. We already know how talented he is. Listen, man, I'm so happy for Joe Smith beating Jesse Hart because I don't know if you've seen the interview before the fight where Christina Puncher from the top rank was having an interview with both fighters on the table, and Jesse Hart was telling him that and even Ward said it. Andrew Ward even said that Jesse Hart is a more talented fighter, the more skilled fighter, and I don't know if the WBA and WBO had him up ranked in the top five, and he just simply came to this weight to Joe Smith's weight class, light heavyweight, to fight him because of what he did to the Hall of Fame of the executioner Hopkins. To be honest with you, if he really wanted that fight and did that, he wouldn't be running around. He couldn't handle. He didn't know how to react to the pressure of Joe Smith that he put on him. He put on so much pressure that he just couldn't do nothing about it, and he couldn't. He didn't know what to do. Even Andrew Ward said that. So. You just never know what kind of type of opponent you got in the ring. You gotta be ready for it. And I think Jesse, what's I say? He bit more than chew, and that's what he did. And I'm happy for Joe Smith. He might get a chance now, maybe with Storm Alvarez if he wins for the vacated belt that Canelo left, or he'll fight with another light heavyweight. So yeah, I'm happy for him. Aldo Pell, you said Wilder will rock whose world? AJ's world? Is that what you're saying? How we want to see it. Right now, the fact of the matter is AJ got 3 belts, Wilder's got 1. And all Wilder's belt been getting is dust. AJ has done more in what? The first 20 fights than Wilder's done in his whole life in boxing. So, but that will be a good fight. But I think honestly that AJ learned not to take anybody for granted. And honestly, the upper hand that I will give the Bronze Bomber is that right hand. That's all he needs. And if AJ can learn how to stay away from that and methodically and technically fight him, he could win the fight. Bitter River beat the crap out of Joe Smith. Joe Smith is good, but he will beat. If Bivol Bivol beat Joe Smith, what do you think? Bitter is the beast in the ring. Yeah, I do find Crawford's career very frustrating because he was undisputed at 140, comes up to 147, gets a belt, beats the crap out of Jeff Horn, right? And then, like literally everybody else, I don't know if it's Al Heyman or PBC or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. Everybody's like blackmailing him, like nobody blackballing him. Nobody wants to fight him. That's crazy. How you want to be the best if you don't fight the best? Yeah, like 12. I'm not. You're right about that. Like I said, I'm not never gonna take that. At first, I was like, yeah, but I put respect on that right hand he got. That right bomb he got devastates everybody. I have not seen nobody yet taking him out yet. So until I see it any further, whoever gets in the ring with the Bronze Bomber, they're gonna have to be wide awoke and realize stay away from that right hand. Take him to the later rounds. Tire his out. Go to the body, but be aware of the right hand. If not, just ask Luis Ortiz. He's one of my favorites, and his eyes are rolling. Yeah, I've always liked, even before he came to 147, even when I sat here watched fights for BT, I always say I liked him because he actually literally, he's got a dog in him. Like, but I mean by that is that when he gets in the ring, he could be losing or you could be beating the crap out of him, but somehow he figures it out and he ends up winning, tearing you a new asshole. Excuse my language. Oh, that one, LA 12. I'm gonna take Smith Jr. I think Smith Jr. is a lot younger than Pascal. Even Pascal held his own. The last fight he had, he just barely won that fight. But if he fights Joe Smith, he'll get beat. I think Pascal won his titles. He should just go into the limelight and move on. You know what I mean? He had a great career. But I think if he fights Joe Smith, he's done. Yeah, I mean, Aldo Pal, as far as back to Anthony Joshua, uh, he's got the belts no matter how we want to look at it. And thank you, Jesus, he got the belts because I definitely want PBC to get the belts because they were creating their own belt or something. So I'm glad Al Heyman didn't get that. And, you know, you have to see it for what you see it. And I think Wilder was really upset when Ruiz lost the belts because I don't know if he had an opportunity when Ruiz won the belts the first time. But let me tell you, man, he should have taken advantage of that and worked around that because he was very adamant, very upset when Ruiz lost the belts. What's up, Hawk Mustang? How you doing, man? For all y'all out here, please hit that like button, super chat, Fighting Mad t-shirts, and Subscribe to True School Sports, and thank you for being here. I don't think Hopkins is saying much about that. I just think that what it is if you watch the interview with Kristen Puncher in from Trump when they had Joe Smith and Jesse Hart on the table, Jesse Hart basically said that he wanted to redeem himself uh, for Hopkins' loss and beat Joe's butt so he can show the Philly fans that he did it for him for Hopkins for what he did to a legend. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. Sometimes you talk too much, and you eat more than you can chew. I'm happy for Joe Smith though. Well, the thing with that, Elder Powell, you can have the same weight, but you can't control who's taller and who's shorter. As long as you make the weight, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? That's what boxing is. So you're not always gonna get that perfect opponent. If you do get some opponents that are about the same height or 1 inch taller, or more or less the same, it makes for a more interesting fight because if they're evenly high, if they're tall, their reach, their height, their weight, I mean, it makes for an all around even fight. The only thing we have to question is how good is their technical skills, and that will make a difference. Well, Smith put it this way: if you watch the interview, Mustang, he basically came out and said that he said I mean Jesse Hart was saying, yeah, I come from Philly, we're a hard city, it wasn't easy for me, blah 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 blah, and then Smith humbly said to him, yeah, but I wasn't, I'm in the same boat as you, I didn't have nothing. I came from Long Island. I didn't have nothing. I had everything myself. I got a family. I came with, I think, he said 7 brothers or whatever the case was. So he was basically saying, just hard. The tree, the apple didn't fall from the tree. I have my own issues too. But what I like about Joe Smith that he was humble and respectful. He didn't care what Jesse Hart was saying about how he was a better ranked fighter, how he's a more skillful fighter, how I'm better than you, and I just came to chase you. He did all his talking in the ring. And sometimes, like I always say, like the saying goes, those quiet guys that we don't know nothing about, those are the ones we got to watch out for. I think it's going to be the year that we're gonna see Ryan Garcia get truly tested. He's supposed to fight. I think he's fighting somebody named Fonseca, something like that, coming up. But then I heard that they're trying to line him up to fight Jorge Linares. So he's gonna get humbled sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. I mean, he's a big. He got a big subscriber. People that follow him on Instagram, and he's a pretty boy. And I kind of feel that I don't even think that Golden Boy is actually making him like the next star of boxing. I think they're gonna push more towards Virgil Ortiz, but you never know. So yeah, I think everybody at some point in boxing will get humbled. Nah, I don't think it has something to do with the Jesse Hart or they're trying to do him in. At the end of the day, eh, the fight, the judges are gonna look at what they see in the ring, and from the sound of the first belt, the first belt with Jesse Hart, uh, Smith was in Jesse Hart's throat the whole night. He was pressuring him all night long, and even Ward was saying towards the end of the fight, he was yelling for Jesse Hart to fight like a true Philadelphia fighter in the middle of the ring and start fighting, start brawling, doing something. And he couldn't because of all that pressure that Smith put on him. Imagine. Lapel, can you say that again? I'm not truly understanding what you're trying to tell me. Yeah, and one judge also had the fight. I think it was the last score, like 91 to 80 something. I think it was, or something like that. It was very. It was a very spread a scorecard for that. Yeah. No, they asked Ward many times with that big money fights and everything, but he said he's comfortable doing the commentary with Top Rank, and he's happy with that. So that being said, I don't think he's coming out of retirement for nobody. Ryan will get humbled real quick by Teofimo. And you're talking Mikey Garcia? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, he get humbled by him too. AB is an interesting character, and I like AB. Believe it or not, I like the way he is. He brings that craziness to the boxing that we all sometimes need to have. He just had to pay a big lawsuit with some girl. I forgot how much it was. It was a lot of money, and he almost got caught again doing it on Instagram with a young girl, but somehow he played it off. But I think at some point he's coming back to boxing. He's got to come back. I don't think he's done yet. And with AB, you don't know. He's just crazy, and just a crazy attitude he has. He just brings something different. Oh, I don't know about that. You talking about with where he was getting lawsuit for the with that girl, and that's why the fight that he had with Canelo wasn't really a real fight, or whatever the case was. He just did it for the money. Is that what you're talking about? Hug Mustang? Is that what you're saying? Hug Mustang, that the call is in trouble for that, or something else? Yeah, exactly, Elder Pell. Exactly. That came out, and they tried to play it off. I mean, that guy's throwing money away that I think later on it's going to catch up to him when he gets older. He's going to regret throwing all the money he's throwing away. Freaking idiot. He's funny, but he's an idiot. Kovala, he fought Canelo, and he fought Canelo in that fight because he had legal issues with some female. I don't know what she accused him of. I can't recall offhand right now, but it was not nice. And so I think that fight was just all about him making the money. He didn't care what happened. But then after he started talking about it, and as far as the one with the 16-year-old, that's right. How my thing, the 16-year-old that he talked to on Instagram. Yeah, he's never been disciplined. He's crazy. He's tried rapping, doing all kinds of stuff. He's never stable. His mind's never in the right mind. To me, he's not a good example for young kids, and the way he talks, and the way he carries himself. But for boxing, his character and the way he is funny. His press conferences, so I like that about him. Angel Garcia, you're talking about. I'm trying to figure out picture who you're talking about. Angel Garcia, is he? You talking about the Angel Garcia, the Garcia brothers? I don't know who you're talking. I can't recall him right now. Yeah, the Kovalev Canelo fight. That's what I'm talking about. It was just ridiculous how everything was, and then after the fight, you could see Kovalev hinting on a lot of things and why he did it. It wasn't. And I think he has a lot of regrets with that. You know what he did, and I lost a lot of respect for him after that. To be honest with you. Oh, I like Angel Garcia. Yeah. I like him. He's a character. My son tells me that when I meet him, we're gonna hit it off because I'm crazy too. You just don't know. I got my son laughing all the time. He's like, when he first seen Angel Garcia, he told me, "Dad, you and him will hit it off good because you're both crazy." So yeah, I like his character. I mean, that's just the way he is. I mean, he's made mistakes in his life, but he's been a father to his son. He came back and he's there for him. So, and he's successful. And he's always back to his son and everything. Yeah, he's crazy, but I love that. Any father can come back and stick to his son and give him the support that he needs that a lot of kids don't have in their life right now. I respect him for that. Yeah, Angel speaks the truth. He doesn't care. He doesn't. You seen it in a lot of press conferences. He does not care about nothing. He has no filter in him. And he doesn't care what people say. That's how it should be. And Broner's the same way. Broner calls us the way it is. It's crazy, but he does. Yeah, I like Angel. I think Angel is good for boxing because he says it the way he says it. To me, it's like old school too. He says it the way he sees it. There's nothing hiding about him. He's going to tell you the way it is. You're going to take it. You're going to leave it. Guy was in jail, went through all kinds of stuff. Danny didn't have a father for a long time. Came back and did what a real man does after making mistakes and stay by their son and everything. So you got to look at all that. I respect all that. I don't respect that they got money now. They don't want to fight the big fights and they think they have all that money, but I respect the fact that there's a father figure was there for him. Is it? I don't even know. I thought they weren't going to have no kind of press conference for the fight. I have to look that up. Ah, hold on, guys. Nah, Charlo definitely beat Hogan. Charlo definitely beat Hogan, but Hogan definitely beat Munguia. Put it that way. But Charlo definitely beat Hogan. BT's he's doing some true school sports work on the other side of town. He's gonna go see some gyms and stuff and do some interviews and stuff. So I couldn't go with him tonight because I have things I gotta do personally for myself. But so sometime I just wanted to come talk a little boxing. Right now BT he's in Broward County right now, but I don't know what gyms he's going to, what he's up to. I know this coming week I think it is Friday. Is it Friday? I think it is. We have the bad fight coming, so we're gonna hook up before the week's out. No, you right, El Pell. Paul Logan. That's the guy's gonna fight on the. I think he's fighting on the zone card. I think with Eddie Hearns, the soap opera YouTubers. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you take care, Hawks Mustang. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and have a good night. Thank you for being here with me, talking boxing. I appreciate it a lot. Hawks Mustang says late to be out. No, he's out. He's over there doing handling his own stuff. He got a friend's house or somewhere. Probably staying overnight. So he's doing his thing. He's not crazy. The way the world is now, we can't be out there. Yeah, I think the judges don't see everything the way like when we see it on TV, the 3D way. I think they should have like a camera, actually a 3D camera, to see the other side. When you see a judge only sees what they see in front of them. They don't see the other side, what's going on in the angle. So I think yeah. So I would put like some type of cameras maybe that can see the other side that they can't see. That's just my own idea. I don't know if it will ever work, but yeah. I don't know, Aldo Pal. You might want to Google it up because I was trying to Google it up myself. I have no clue how some of these look at what's the name Bird. That lady has no clue what's going on, and she's a judge. I watch a little MMA. My son's not really into it, but I watch just a little bit. I'm not really like follow like I want to. I'm more into the boxing, but I think it's exciting. I mean, I like to see that Clarissa Shields and Nunez fight. I think I think Nunez will floor her. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think if you're gonna be a judge of anything, you should have some type of experience of the environment. what it takes and understanding the angles, the right wrongs, and that's how it should be. It shouldn't just be anybody. But I'll give you a heads up. I'm a veteran, and a lot of veterans when they file for their the disability pensions or whatever was caused while they were at war or some kind of physical uh, something happened to them. The people that we got to go, it's called a board. We got to go in front of a pension board. I forgot the name of how they call it. And the people that are judging us, they're literally civilians. They're not even veterans. They have no clue. So just you'll figure that you break your leg in a war, or you get a serious hand injury, eye injury, and you're disabled for the rest of your life, and you got somebody who's never even carried a rifle or been in any kind of wartime. So I hope you get the meaning what I'm trying to get at. Well, I served in the U.S. Army in the 82nd Airborne Paratrooper. I went to the Gulf War, Gulf Desert Storm, Desert Shield. I trained in Panama, did jungle training. Trained with the French troops, Germans. Um, so it was a great experience for me. Conor Mack was a cowboy. I don't know much. I think my gut feels is cowboy. I follow what's the name? I like Tillis. I like what's it for England. I like the Cuban guy that's pretty good now. Okay, 92. Okay, awesome. You did pretty good then. The Air Force is a different world than the Army and the Marines. The Air Force, I think one of the things that I learned was that you don't have a PT test only once a year. You don't have all this craziness. That's awesome. New Zealand Army. Any kind of army you serve your country. It's respect. You know what I mean? Got to give respect for that. You sacrifice your life for your country. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, there's a lot of and in UFC. I like Jones. I like I mean, there's a lot of fights out there. I like even Amanda Serrano, the boxer. She's doing MMA. I like Cyborg. I like Nunes. So I mean, so that's a lot of fighting. Connor got what's the name? Conor McGregor got humbled real quick by what's the name from I think he's Russian or where he's from. Tore his ass up. So yeah, but anything with boxing I like. I follow anything. No, I haven't seen that movie. I don't right now. I don't tend to watch a lot of the movies and stuff. I should, but I don't. My wife is back and she watches all these veterans movies and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna check it out and I'll let you know. It's called you seen Six Underground. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Oh wow. See, so it's a small world. Yeah, I think or him. He's a beast, man. He gets in that ring, he messes up. But I like what's the name better, Jones. What's the name? I think they're different classes, but I like Jones. Elder Bell. I'm gonna watch that movie though, Elder Pal. I'm gonna Underground. I'll tell my wife yeah, it's Netflix, and I'll watch that. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. And I'll definitely let you know. Oh wow. I'll still take Usyk, Usyk, because Usyk is a young buck out of all of them. Yeah, John Jones, man. I like John Jones. I know he's got a lot of problems with drugs and whatever, but I like John Jones. I like him. I always like him. Come out there, he's a beast. Um, I don't know him and this guy from Cuba, the Cuban UFC if they're in the same weight class, but boy, I would like to see that. But you hear about that? I think Mayweather and what's his name, White, Dana White, they're gonna team up to have their own boxing, whatever boxing thing, company or whatever. I don't know how that's gonna go. I like John Jones. He's a beast, man. I always liked him, and I like him a lot. But I mean, my son was showing me a crazy move that Jorge Masvidal, he put on this guy. He showed me the move. The guy, Jorge came into the circle, and he waited for the when he take the fight, and he grabbed this guy in a matter of seconds and just tore him up. Dylan White with King Kong Ortiz. I think King Kong Ortiz is like he's done, but that would be a good fight. I mean, I think Dylan White will beat him. He's just a lot stronger. Oh, Israel and it's not. The name sounds familiar. Israel Anasaya. I think I did something about him. That's the boxer, I think, if I'm correct. I looked at him a few weeks ago. I did something on him, I think. I'm not sure about him, much about him, so I can't say. You can help me on that one, Hancock. Garrett Hancock, please. Help me on that one. You got me on that one. I think King Kong Ortiz, I could see, I wanted to see Kanaki versus Ruiz, Andy Ruiz. That's what I wanted to see, or vice versa. I like to see Isaac Chamberlain, the cruiserweight from the UK. The young guy, real good. I like him a lot. I'd like to see a rematch with him and Lawrence Okolie, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen again. That'd be a good fight, Hawkmaster, but I think Usyk will take him. His quickness, his talent rate, his skills is above and beyond. And I think Ortiz is not the same guy he was 4 or 5 years ago. And he's one of my favorites. Yeah, I like to see like Ortiz probably would even with Ruiz fight coming back fighting maybe yeah, LA 12. That's the fight that's coming up. That's what I want to see. If John Child doesn't want to fight, give Harrison a chance. Go take care of J Rock. J Rock will put a new whooping on him. Yeah, I will take Loma over Tank. Simple fact is Tank can't even go 6 rounds without being out of shape, and the way Loma trains and the way he is out of his mind, he would beat Tank right now. Anybody that can hold Tank to past 8 rounds or 6 rounds can beat Tank. Tank's not disciplined enough. You just see it. So yeah, I would take Loma over Tank. I would take even Farmer over Tank. Tank is not disciplined enough. But he showed me in the Gamboa fight. I mean, he was gassed out before the 7th round. Yo, that'd be a good fight. Lara versus Jamel Charlo. I mean, Lara's a tough dog, man. But I think Lara wants to come back and fight Jarrett Hurd, Swift Jerry Hurd. But if that was to happen, I'd have to take Jamal Charlo. You're right about that, Aldo Pale. Aldo Pale. My son tells me that all the time. That all those fighters, David Haney, I think Sab Judah is his uncle or something. So he was signed by somebody famous and so forth and so forth. So you're talking facts there. Yeah, Laura. I mean, Laura just. I think Laura just recently fought a few months ago, and he did pretty good coming back. But I just think that I think he really wants to rematch with Swift Jared Hurd. But I don't think he can beat Jamal Charles. No way. But I have to agree with you, Aldo Pell. What you were telling me there, you're right about that. Most of the fighters were signed by famous people already, so they're already primed to do good. They didn't have to worry about nothing. Yeah, Lara's still like the Cuban. He's still good. I'm not saying he's not. I just think that I think Jamel got more power. Jamal got more power than him. He's got more power than him. I don't know who you're talking about. That you got me on that one. That one you have to add. Pete BT's here. He should answer that. I don't. That one I came in offhand. Chavez was a joke. I don't, he's a clown. He embarrassed his father. Walters. I'm trying to. That doesn't ring a bell right now. Hawkmax. I don't know right now, but I'll have to ask my son about that one. He would know more than I have really like a bad memory. That's not me being funny. I'm a little serious when I tell you that, and I didn't get time to do a lot of research, but I'll look that up. Well, sometimes what happens, a lot of fighters they get really like going to shock when they get beat by somebody, and then they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to deal with the fact that the devastating loss or whatever it was. And I mean, you're fighting somebody like Loma. You're not just fighting anybody. This guy's got a whole bunch of skills. Oh man, Rico's supposed to be fighting soon too. For I had something. He's supposed to fight for some time, get a title or something. Jeez, I don't think I wrote it down. But he's supposed to fight for somebody soon for some type of lightweight title, whatever title it is. He's supposed to fight. So yeah, so Rigo. Um, so I think the title fight come up. I think he's gonna go back to his weight class, Rigo, and he's gonna fight. I had him like, I'm talking about him. I think a few weeks ago, I was talking about Rigo. I'm trying to look at my notes, see if I find something. I forgot right now offhand, but I mean, Rigo is he's gonna be around. He's trying to fight. I forgot there's a vacated weight class or something. I can't think of it right now. I don't know about that one. I don't know about. Like I said, I have to ask when my son gets here. I'd have to ask him because obviously he's not on his live to answer that. I have to go check it out. Nick Walters. As a matter of fact, I will do that. Do that. But I don't know. I mean, what I don't like about Loma was, and I have a lot of respect for my first, but I do, is that all of a sudden, like you make excuses. Even when somebody calls you out, and even if they're a prospect and they're exciting and they look forward to you fighting you, and you like, oh no, you got to win a belt. I can't see you until you get a belt, and now you got a belt. Now I'm talking about Fimo, Teofimo, the takeover. He's got a belt, and now you say, oh, welcome to my club. Well, you better be ready because Teofimo is gonna humble him. Yeah, you're right, Aldo Pell. You're talking facts there. What you're saying. Yeah, the only work he's gonna give him is coming into the ring before the bell rings, and the rest is gonna be Teofimo. My word, Teofimo got more power than a lot more power than Loma, and he's got skills too. So he's been wanting Loma for minutes, and Loma was making all these kind of excuses. He was a nobody. Now he got a belt, so you better watch out because I'm coming for you. I think he's gonna beat him. He's gonna beat him. It's gonna be the end of Loma. That's just talking facts. I think Loma, I'm not gonna say he's a hype job because he's not, but at the same time, when you start making all these oh, you have to win belts so I can see you. But if somebody's calling you out, you just fight them. David Haney called everybody out, you know. So it's not just Tank. It's not just Teal. Yeah, a southpaw, Joe. But let me tell you, Teofimo is not here to play, and he can if he can come back into the next fight with the same frame of mind that he came into the last fight where he beat Richard Comey, and I know he's gonna be hungry to get Loma because Loma was making all kind of excuses when he didn't have nothing, and he had to work hard to get where he's at. So he's gonna be very motivated to fight Loma. And Loma doesn't know what he's got himself into. Yeah, but I think Teofimo got more balls than Loma for the simple fact that he doesn't back down for no one, belts or no belts. I'm telling you, Teofimo is no joke. He is not a joke, and he's gonna come in and take his stuff. Now that he got the IBF title, ain't nobody taking him down. Not Loma. I don't know. I don't think that fight's gonna be pay per view. I don't think so. And if it was to happen, it'd probably be in the Barclays Arena, in New York. That's where Teofimo's originally from. He's from Brooklyn, um, but we don't know. Yeah, I'm telling. He's more powerful. I believe that 100%. Yeah, Loma's small, man. I mean, he's good for his weight. And that's why he says he's gonna go from what 135 to 130. I think it was. He says he's not going no further. He says he's accomplished a lot already. I mean, he's old and he doesn't want to go, back and forth. Cotto will destroy Garcia if that ever happened. Yeah, yeah, he is. I ain't taking that away from Loma. Loma he's small. He got power. He's quick. He got a lot of skills. But I don't think he can never go to 140, 147. He just doesn't have the body for that. True. I mean, you're right about that. I mean, with Loma, but I still say he's got to get in the ring and do it and stop making excuses. The only reason he took the fight now with Teofimo is because Teofimo decided to want a belt. Tank will never grow some balls as long as he's got Floyd Mayweather and LB behind him, and he's in a witness protection plan. I mean, PT just put out, I think it was the second blog or second uh, video on the witness protection plan of Tank Davis by Mayweather and LB. I don't know about that, and he's always gonna look big in front of Loma because the fact that Loma is smaller and he's thick bone, he's big and that so you can see that already. So yeah, yeah, man, he's gonna make some more. I mean, he's grinding, he's doing his thing, and thank you for you guys' support and being there for him and being even here with me. I'm gonna be live for the Bubo Andrade fight. I think at the end this month or next month, and he's gonna be at the zone watching the fights and interviewing a lot of fighters over there. I mean, he's pretty busy. People call him left and right with his trainers, with his people. They call him more than what you think. Besides doing all the work, I mean, doing all the videos, that is no joke. I don't know how he does it. Cause I'm old school. I'm very slow. And yeah, he does make a lot of videos. He does all kinds of stuff. He's got the niche for it. So God bless him. I'm here to help him, support him. Glad that you guys can support him and talk boxing with him, make his life a lot easier. And that's all that matters. Yeah, well, thanks a lot, man. We do the best we can. It's hard, difficult because sometimes, as much as we want to show the fight, we can't. So that kind of sucks. But um, I try to do the best I can. But my son has got that thing for it too. He does it a lot better than I do. But I have fun doing it, and It's a learning experience for me, and just interacting with all you guys is better for me. I love it. So yeah, so we're gonna try to do a lot of things. I like to get some, like I said, do a lot more podcasts in different places, and we got a lot of plans going on. I was telling him, same with the shirts, what we're gonna do with the shirts and stuff. We got a lot of things going on. It just matter of getting it done, and of course you gotta have money to do it. I mean, it's like the BT said. Sometimes he has his own way of being biased. We have our own way. We're not trying to hate on nobody. Uh, we're just trying to say things the way we have to say things, and sometimes people will agree with us, or they may disagree with us. But that's why it's called boxing. We talk. We all have our own opinion. Nobody's right or wrong. So that's what I love about it. I mean, and BT will say it the way he says it. He doesn't hold back for nobody, and sometimes people like it, some people don't. But the only thing I can tell you, when he talks about something, he does his research. Okay, I don't know nothing about that, so I left that. My son's more familiar with all that stuff. I just focus on what you guys, for your blessings being here and talking with you and him and doing that. But he probably know more than I do because he probably check out all the channels like that. Yeah, I mean everybody got their own. I mean, yeah, you could say that, but like I said, Brandon would know more than that. Everybody got their own ideas and what they want to say. You got people from you know, LDBC. You can't never say nothing wrong about any of their fighters. They're like gods. And when you bring out the facts, facts are facts no matter how you want to look at it. A fact you can't change. Okay, I'll let my son know about that. He probably already knows about it. Okay. Okay, I'll let my son know. He probably already knows anyway. So, like I said, he knows more than I do. So, but I'll let him. I'll put it down and let him know on the notes and everything. And he'll probably even let me know before I can even say anything to him about it. Like I said, that a lot of the channels that you said are biased. A lot of them got their own issues and their own agendas, and sometimes boxing ain't even about their agendas or whatever some of these channels think that they have. So, but I'll pray for them and give them my blessings. That's all I can do. Yeah. So yeah. I'm probably gonna get off in a little bit because I have things I gotta do tomorrow early myself. Um, and I appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button if you haven't. Thank you for talking boxing with me. Hopefully BT will be back when we have the next live, which has the zone, and I think on the 18th, the Storm Alvarez fights light heavyweight who fought Kovalov. So we got the zone, we have that, we got all these other lives that are coming on. So thank you so much, Hawk. Man, thank you guys for everything. Have a blessed night. Have a good week. And as always, from the 305 True School Sports, on behalf of myself, my son, thank you all for being here and have a blessed night. Good night now. Take care, guys. Thank you again.